We are continuing our discussion about personal safety. About 30 minutes ago, St. Johns County Sheriff Rob Hardwick told us more about a self-defense seminar his department is involved with the Tristan Bailey Foundation and also a gym down in the county. The first seminar is tonight at 5:30. But given what happened to a jogger who was killed last week running on the campus of the University of Georgia, we wanted to show you some of the techniques that will be taught tonight during the seminar to show you how to get away if you are ever attacked. We hope that never happens, but you want to be prepared. Sheriff Hardwick is here with the demonstration, along with, of course, Lieutenant Jessica Hines, Corporal Michelle Lima as well. Good morning, ladies. Thanks for being here. Sheriff, thank you again. We're going to talk a little bit about the seminars in just a minute. First, I would love to get to this kind of demonstration. If let's start first with, since I've taken this class and it is phenomenal, let's start first with what happens if somebody comes up and grabs you by the neck in front of you.
So the thing you want to think about when somebody's grabbing you from the neck is immediate, very quickly to get that airway. So if you just simply bring your arms up and rotate around, it really makes it difficult for them to hang on. And then just remembering everything that we talk about, from knee strikes to striking in the face, anything of that nature.
So it's interesting because I think as a woman, we're always told there are certain areas, if this is a man who's attacking us, that they should focus on. Is that still the case? Should there be a focus on the eyes instead? Is that the general rule of thumb?
You know, you're going to have height differences. So if it's someone tall and you're short or vice versa, I would say go for whatever you have in front of you, you know, and obviously sensitive areas would be prime opportunity.
And so I think it's interesting about that because there is a tendency you think, let me just get the hands off of my throat. Right. But this may be somebody who is much stronger and can overpower you. Just shifting your body weight, though, could do that. Would you show us one more time?
Yep. If your arms come straight up, and she has a pretty good hold on my throat, you turn, it takes that grip away. She can't hang on.
Yeah, you're using the whole force, essentially, of your body and your shoulders to then break that grip.
And we want you to keep going. So, like, if let's say that doesn't work, then start hammer fist, start striking, start kicking, start doing something. Don't just do one and be done.
And hammer fist is literally as you described it.
Yeah.
And that works better than trying to use your fingers, which may not be as strong.
Use it all.
May not be able to reach.
Yeah, whatever you can. Yeah. I hear you. Okay, so the next one, if someone grabs you and puts you in a chokehold from behind.
So if, you know, this is the scariest place to be. And you've got to get that airway. Immediately your hands have to come up and you're going to look for the crook of the arm and to get your chin down in there, because no matter how hard she squeezes, I can still breathe. So keeping that airway and then getting your balance, now you can strike, you can foot stomp, you can scream, and you can breathe. Once your chin is in that crook of their arm, then you're going to be okay. But you got to get that, you got to get your airway, and you got to get it quickly.
And again, not trying to be stronger than the other person. No. Your mic was a little muffled, so I just want to make sure. So no. I think it gave me sort of a little bit of a sense of, you know, it would be hard to breathe, you know, and keeping your wits about you, right, but getting the chin down then in the crux of the elbow then as well.
Right.
One thing that you both taught me is using the back of your heel on the shin. Would you explain the significance of that? Because I thought that was really helpful.
So anytime anyone is behind you, whether they're grabbing shoulders, neck, or anything, you take the heel of your shoe and you run it down the front shin and then you foot stomp. I don't care who you are. That's going to hurt. They're going to give a momentary pause of, oh my goodness. So
yeah, you think about if you ever hit your shin, just hit it and how much it hurts. Imagine being sort of scraped, right? Yeah, repeatedly. Yes. Okay, next is, what if someone grabs you from behind in a bear hold?
So if somebody grabs you from behind in a bear hold, same thing. You want to drop your weight, and you have the same hammer fist strikes, hit them, shin scrape, foot stomp, headbutt, and then you can also start to hit their fingers, peel their fingers, and you want to be loud. You want to use your voice. So if something's not working, you want to make it difficult. You don't want that person to be like, oh, easy target. You want them to be like, nope, not this one. I don't want her. So be loud, be aggressive, keep going, keep fighting, and then eventually they'll be tired.
There was something it's all coming back to me. You know, the class, but using your knuckles.
Yes.
Also.
Yeah, if you use your knuckles on top of their hands and start raking, I don't like that. After a while, gets annoying. Yeah. And then you start peeling their fingers. I mean, you want to take that finger all the way back here, keep going, keep fighting, keep kicking, keep moving, make it as difficult as possible.
And what I love about this is these are things that you can do. It doesn't matter what your size is and what is the size of the person who's attacking you either.
Right.
You know, the reality is you're using those kinds of techniques to be able to minimize that part of what would be essentially could be a battle for your life.
Yes.
Okay, so last, if someone grabs you by your arm, and you know, one of the things that I think is so important about this too is for younger people, maybe teenagers or kids who are walking to and from the bus stop,
yes,
where this might be more something that could happen to them.
Yes. So if I were to grab her and be like, come here, come with me, by one hand, then we know that the stronger side is going to be 4 fingers versus 1. So her job is going to be to explode with power towards that thumb, towards the weakest part of the arm. So if I'm holding her, it may take a while. Come with me. We're not going to play tug of war. She's going to rotate.
This
That's not
side's
working.
too hard.
Rotate out. And they say, oh, but what happens if they grab both, or they're a really big guy? Use your leverage. Go ahead, grab your other hand and explode with violence.
And I want to, so Vaughn, if you could, he's helping us with, so in showing also that the weakness of pulling up from where you have where you're grasping.
You want to work against the thumbs, not the 4 fingers. There's more of a grip here than there is here. So if you work against the thumbs, hold that hand and pull it up, then you're much more likely to get free. And if you still can't get free from here, we still have our strikes. We're striking forearms. We're still knee striking. We're striking in the face. Whatever we have to continue that diversion, to change that channel for them, strike and then get ourselves loose. Just to keep moving is key.
Yeah, one of the things that I just love so much about this class, thank you both for this demonstration, is that it's about arming people with information, right?
Yes.
So that it's not meant to scare you. I think that a lot of times we tend to think that all things are good and that nothing bad could happen, but just being prepared just in case they do.
Yes.
Have that mental. Thank you. It's great. Yeah, have the mental and mentally thinking about, okay, I've got to walk to my car by myself. I don't have anybody to walk with me. What would I do if? And just being prepared.
Yeah. First of all, pay attention.
Yeah. And that was one of the things, Sheriff. You shared that with us about 15 minutes ago when we were talking a little bit about this. Would you remind our viewers, in case they weren't with us about 30 minutes ago, there is a seminar that's available tonight. It is taught by the WAVE instructors.
Our amazing deputy sheriffs.
Amazing. And so it's part of a partnership with Tristan Bailey's family, obviously, which is just phenomenal that they're willing to do this and they understand the importance of helping young people be able to get away from an attacker. There are a couple of spots available tonight.
There is.
Where is this available? And I know that there's some others that are available as well.
Sure. This is with, again, Spark Athletics. So again, you can go to sparkathletics.com and they have the registration on there. There's some more spots available for tonight. As you mentioned earlier, there's additional classes coming up, and it's at the corner in the area of Palencia, basically. It's US 1 and International Golf Parkway. So you can look online, all the directions are in there. And again, it's a partnership with the Tristan Bailey's family, of course, Forrest and Stacy and the entire Bailey family, the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office, the St. Augustine Police Department, as well as the St. Johns County Middle School Athletic Association. So it's going to be a good time, but it also raises that awareness, self-confidence, and situational awareness.
Yeah, which is so important. So it's more than just even the demonstration, it's teaching the way of thinking also. There's 3 others that will be offered over the next several months, but WAVE, as we just demonstrated, those classes are available year-round through the Sheriff's Office.
Absolutely. So our amazing deputy sheriffs, our female deputy sheriffs, that happens all year long on a needs. Sometimes we do individual classes for like a corporation or a school or a volleyball team, but just reach out to the sjso.org, of course, and the information's all online.
So, I hate to put you on the spot on this, but there are people who are watching us maybe here in Duval County or Nassau County. If they're interested, are they able to participate even though it's a St. Johns County thing?
So we usually do, of course, residents, of course, St. Johns County take priority, but yes, we don't close it to anybody. We want this open to everybody.
Okay, thank you so much,
Thank you
Sheriff.
very much for having us.
We appreciate you and we appreciate your fine instructors. I remembered it all from more than a year ago, so it really is an incredible class. I encourage you to take it.